All right, on the bottom half of the study guide, we have this last table here that we've got to fill out. And you'll see that we have three columns here. We have the actual percent of your income that you spent from your budget this month. We have the budgeted amount. That's the amount that the recommendation is that we spend. And then we have, did we go over or did we go under, and by how much? So let's first look at the actual percent. So for this first row, it says that our income is $2,700 and we should be spending 10% of our income or less on food. So if we multiply the income times the budgeted percent, that gives us $270. So in this particular case, it's saying that we've budgeted $270 for our food. Now, our percentage amount is the actual percentage that we spent is the amount that we spent, and we divide that by our total income or our net pay. So in this case, if we take the $180 and we divide it by the amount of our income, which is $2,700, that gives us 0.067, which becomes 6.7% of our income. So we'd put in here 6.7% is the actual percentage of our income that we spent on food this month. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over to this far right column and we're going to compare a couple of numbers, just like in the questions up above. Is we budgeted $270, we spent $180. So are we over or are we under budget? So if I take my $180 and I subtract from that the $270 that I budgeted, I have a negative $90, which means I am under, and we want to make sure that we write whether it's under or over. Don't just give me the difference. Give me, is it under budget or over budget? In this case, we are under budget by $90. So we spent $9 less than we had budgeted. Let's go ahead and take a look down at the bottom one. We'll try one more. For electricity, we have the actual percentage. Again, so the actual percentage, we take the amount that we spent, in this case, 89. We divide it by our income, which is 5,200, just like this same formula we did a second ago right there. So we take that 89, we divide it by 5,200, and I get 0.017, or 1.7% is the actual percent that I spent on electricity this month. The budgeted amount, remember that's my formula right up here, the budgeted amount would be the 3%, so 0.03, times my income, which is still 5,200. We multiply the 3% times 5,200, and we get $156 is the amount that we had budgeted. So now we say, well, did I go over budget or under budget? It looks to me here like if we only spent 89 and we had budgeted 156 and we were under budget. So we'll go 89 here minus the 156 we had budgeted. We're at negative $67. So we are under budget by $67. Remember, if you're going to do it this way, you have to put the amount that you did spend, and we subtract from that the budgeted amount, and that gives us the difference. The difference is negative, we're under budget. If it's positive, we're over budget.